Kels, give us your top 5 forwards. And number 1, no surprise. Explain the 2 through 5 here.
I built a player archetype model, evaluating players across a number of different key elements and an overall rating for them as well. I don't think it's a huge surprise Connor's number 1. What might surprise people out of this list, I suppose, is Kirill Kaprizov. I have at number 5. Now, this is the model, right?
And what goes into it?
We're looking at shooting, playmaking, forechecking, defense, puck recovery, puck moving, all that stuff. Weighting it appropriately, right? So I have my inputs for the model. I have my weights that I apply to it based on what I deem to be valuable and how it should be weighted. Everybody's going to be different. I've tinkered with this a lot over the years. I've got it to the best place I think it's ever been. And so having Kaprizov 5 isn't to say that he's definitively the 5th best forward in the league. I don't know that I'd put him number 5 personally. It tells me, though, he's a lot better than most people probably think. And again, you look at some of the archetypes here. So this is his percentile ranking out of forwards. Shooting, he's right up at the top of the league. The guy scores a ton. Over the last 3 years in goals per 60, he's top 10. So that's fine. Playmaking, very good. Puck moving is elite, transporting the puck. Forechecking, he's actually, in my view, a little better than where I think that has him, but his puck protection skills are so good. His all-around game is so good that, at the very least, when I make these lists, like you said before, right, you're looking at numbers and it makes you think again. I see Kaprizov's number 5. I say, okay, good. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to think again on this one. What puts him up there? What puts him at that level? So, yeah, love the guy. Great player.
You know, and here's the interesting part from looking at it from maybe the eye test as well. When you're looking, can we put that list up again of the 5 that Kels had? Because this is where, and I'm not saying this is a detriment to the other guys. World class, those other 4 guys would be on everybody's list, right? But the thing is, look at the surrounding players from some of those other guys. So the fact that Kirill Kaprizov has those types of numbers. Right. When you look, you could sit here, you can go, Connor's got Leon, Connor's got a lot of talent around, Nathan McKinnon, I mean, world-class talent surrounding him. Austin Matthews, that might be one of the most loaded forward groups as far as talent in the NHL. And I'm not taking anything away from those guys because those guys are 1, 2, 3, 4. But Kirill Kaprizov, love you to death, Matt Zuccarello, Ryan Hartman. It's not the same. And those guys are very good in what they've done in different things. Kirill Kaprizov is a little more self-sufficient than I think people give him credit for. Right?
He is, for sure. And then you could always have the hypothetical, well, what if Kirill played with Connor? Right. Then what would you think of him? Right. Like, so, anyways, it's interesting to me. And like, I know when we put the lists out, right, the shows you guys do and everything, the reaction just, this guy's 16, he should be 14. You're like, for me, it's not about that. It's about kind of binning sections, right?
Yeah,
whether a guy's 4, 5, 3, whatever. You know, if Kirill was 67th, I'd say, okay, we might have a problem here. Anyway, so that was the player I thought that stood out on the list anyway.
I like it. All right, your top 5, according to Mike Kelly. We are just getting